When you change your thoughts, you transform the quality of life. So, for the starting a new chapter for learning, or we can say a new webinar, I Rohit Purwal, for you host of the day. Want to extend a word, want to stand, want to stand warm greeting to our and good evening all of you for you present here. On behalf of whole SEMS family, I welcome you all of today in international webinar. On topic is career provide a guide to support and the space the right career. I hope you all of you doing amazing. Also, I see quite of number as a discussion to earlier to topic of the today webinar is a career career provide a guide to support and a space the right career by our speaker of the day, Dr. Priyanka Shikar. As we all know about the competition of the job, there's day and vacancy for a job available to us. Looking opportunity is a very variable, very various way. Yet in the event that follow that methodology and having the strong system setup, you have the decent possible handling the position you need with a hung number of the graduate going up to get get up get occupation organizations across India. One should experience expertise teams as well as such a for a creative way. Start standing a part of the group. Our discussing in the our discussing this in detail. I am professionally delighted to have our great speaker, Dr. Priyanka Chibbar. Dr. Priyanka Chibbar is a currently working associate professor at a Mittal School of Mittal School of Business, lovely professional university, uh, Phagwara, Punjab, India. She has have 14 years experience textile manufacturing, catering, SEL manufacturing as a HRD officer. Her area of expertise including HDR, client leadership, motiv- mentoring, skill gap, life skill organization. The world full of the demands and games, and we are having one of them here today. So without for further, do I have do would you like give my heartiest welcome our guest speaker Dr. Priyanka Chipperman. Over over to you, ma'am.
Okay, thank you so much, sir. First of all, very good evening to all. Before beginning the session, I would like to thanks to the team SEMS India Foundation for making this event possible. I think without their support, I am not here to present this topic in front of you. So without wasting a time, let's begin the session. So here basically it is going to be an interactive session. In this we are going to talk about career providence. It is a combination of a two word that is career and providence, a guide to support and shape the right career. So first of all, what is going to be the outcome of the session? In this session, it is going to be a voyage to self discovery, where each and every individual present here is going to find within us that what is the right skill for me so that they can excel in their careers. This session will also focus on your dream jobs, which that might be you are aspiring in your life. It could be any stream, it could be research and it could be entrepreneurship, and it also helps you to choose a job you love and then you will never have to work in a day. So it is basically going to tell you about your own attitude, about your own personality. So let's begin the session, and the outcome of this session is to build radiant, successful, serene and powerful life which is going to depict peace and calm in your life. The pedagogy throughout this session, we are going to definitely use certain contents with the help of activity, with the help of stories, news, and articles. So, throughout this session, we are going to apply this pedagogy in this session. Now, to begin with, what is a career? What is career? So, what first thing comes in your mind? So, when we talk about career, it is an occupation or a profession that one undertakes for a long period of his time and derives the monetary benefit from it. So, that is the perspective of career. To explain the term career, I'm going to explain this with the help of an example. For example, if you are going to paint certain pictures and you are actually fond of it's like your hobby. It's showing that it is like your passion. But from that paintings, you are putting your efforts, your energy, your time into it, but you are not getting any monetary reward. So then, yes, it is going to be your hobby, but it is not going to be your career. Similarly, if again you are painting it, but you are exhibiting it in a gallery or you are receiving certain amount of monetary benefit, then yes, of course, it can be your career. So sometimes people get stuck into it. They think that their passion is their career. Of course, it can be. But if we are in the position to add certain monetary values to it, so that is the perspective of career. So career is also considered as a vocation. So where we are going to get the occupation. Now, talking about the definition of a career, the word career is derived from a Latin word which means a road or a path for the vehicle. The word passed to the English from the French language where it means the life path, thus implying a succession of lifelong experiences. According to Edwin B. Philip, the career is a sequence of positions, jobs held by a person during the course of his entire working life. According to Gary Dessler, the occupational positions a person has and had over a many years. So this depicts actually career. Now, what is providence? The things that happen to you in your life, and sometimes you feel that why this thing is happening to you because you are not in the position to control that situation, to control that event. So that is the meaning of providence. According to Maximus, the role of providence is to hold the whole creation and every single being within the unity with God and among themselves. And then we talk about the pedagogy that we are going to use in the entire session. Then we talk about the meaning of career. We discuss the definition of career. We talk about the simple meaning of providence, and now we are going to talk about the definition of providence. So, according to Maximus, the role of providence is to hold the whole creation and every single being within the unity with God and among themselves. So, in brief, career providence is a life path implying a sequence of occupational positions that an individual is going to hold during the course of individual working life in unity with God and among themselves. So, this is what career providence means. Now, to talk about career planning, I think you have always heard about it is a process. Why it is a process? Because it is continuous in nature. It involves 6 steps. And to understand this 6 steps, we are going to perform certain activity. So you will find it out, okay, like in the first step, if we have to do a self-assessment, basically as an individual, what we have to do. Then, in the second step, where we are going to talk about exploring the work career skills, how I can explore my career related skill. In the third step, we are going to narrow down listing of various career options which is available in front of me. In stage 4, we are going to decide or choose the best option. When I say choosing the best option, it means that is going to correlate with my own skill, where I am going to showing my excellence. Like in the definition, where we talk about career. Is it going to be your hobby or is it going to be exactly your career, where you are going to attach monetary values to it? In the fifth step, we are going to talk about implementing your career plan, how you can do it. And in the last step, we are going to evaluate the outcome, getting exactly what you want. So I hope you are ready for the activities. Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so let's begin with the first activity. So I hope everyone's sitting over here with the pen and paper. So just open that, and I'm going to give you certain steps and you have to perform it. Make sure if you're not answering here, but you have to answer in your mind. because when you involve yourself into the session, I'm able to help you in bringing the exact outcome, the reason behind, conduct of the session. And if you're not participating, it will mere just a session. So if you are really interested for the outcome, start with the activity. So first step, that is the self assessment. I think that is very important. Now, for example, just think about your dream jobs. Like, you want to be at certain levels. Might be it is a top level, or it is a middle level, or lower level in the management. Any dream job, if you have, you can see this beautiful image. I think you can see this. And this is a big rock in the smooth flow of this water. And this large rock is in our mind. And you started thinking, why I am here, why I am attending this session. So, to overcome this rock, to overcome this hurdle, can you suggest me certain strategies? Because it is a time for self assessment. So, this is the first activity, a simple activity which is going to start with the self assessment. See, I have already explained the 6 steps career planning and development process. Is it fine? So, this 6 steps, basically, if you read from the books, you can get the theoretical knowledge. But when we are focusing towards the outcome, when we are planning to drive certain outcome, we have to participate. So, this is not the steps, this is actually the 6 activities. So, in the first activity, which is starting with the self assessment, I'm just asking, like, if you are right now at a present stage, and definitely you are here because you are goal oriented, you have ambition in your life. So reaching that position, or crossing all those hurdles, if you are facing certain problems, so I'm just saying, asking what you will do in that case. What is your strategies to overcome this big rock that you can see here in this smooth flow of water? What you will do? Can anyone tell? I hope you all have beautiful secrets to come out of that, locked situation. You feel like I'm locked. What you do? Okay, I think before that, I just want to ask, like, what are the reasons why I feel locked? Why I feel locked? For example, because of,
Limitation, restriction,
yes, exactly. What is that limitation that we are going to target? What is the reason of that limitations? Because of, I think the first thing is because of knowledge, because of the skill set. We think we can't reach that, and then we become annoyed, we become, unhappy, because we are individuals, we are not robots, we are not machines, we are full of emotions. And because of that, we started creating a lock. This is a lock that we are self creating. And the question comes, if we are into locked situation, what we have to do? In one step, can you tell what we can do if we are into that particular position? We are feeling locked. I think it's a situation where every individual feel locked because of certain reasons, and that reasons we can overcome. But we must be ready to change. So I think the key to all the problem is change. So this is a situation. Now the slide is visible. Here it is a situation where we feel trapped, we feel like a slave, we feel like we are locked, and we are full of negativity. And this is actually leading us towards fear, towards anger, towards scarcity, towards the feeling of I'm unworthy, I'm into depression, and it is a breakdown, and it could be jealous. See, all these emotions, they are coming from ego mentality. And to overcome that, we have to change our emotions. So we have to start with the change. And in that change, we are going to unlock ourselves, because we have to release our freedom from the slaves that we are creating for ourselves. And in this program, we have to reprogram our mind setup. So this is a time to let go the unproductive thoughts, and time to develop new positive emotions for job. For that, what we can do, first of all, definitely we have to be focused. We have to sure, like, what I want to drive in my life. The more you are focused toward your goal, your dream jobs, I think you are able to correlate. And the best thing is, you can start using positive affirmation. You can start with the gratitude, showing love towards your present work. Might be you're liking it or you're not liking it, because in Providence we have used the word, we have to believe in our destiny, we have to use it like a stepping stone, so that we started feeling enthusiastic for our own work. And this mentality is actually spirit based mentality. So this is a change that we have to bring in the self assessment. Now, coming towards the next activity, that is exploring your work and your career skills. So, in this, what basically you have to do, it's a small activity again, it's only a 3 step activity. First of all, you have to write down your dream job. I hope everyone is here for some purposes. It can be your dream job, it could be your PhD topic, it could be your research work, it could be your entrepreneurship zeal, it could be anything. So just write it down. Now, once you have noted down, can you tell me your recent 3 achievements that you have in your life? Can you think about it? If you say, right now, I don't have any achievement from last 5 years, from last 6 years, then go to your childhood memory. Try to find it out there. Like the areas where you are showing distinction. I have used the word achievements. Okay. It's not only passing the degree. Where you have excel, where you have shown certain distinction. Can you write it down just quickly in 1 minute? Someone says I work as a sports person, or I achieve certain district level awards. Can you correlate it? Once it is done, in the end you have to compare it with your goal. You have to see that whether these achievements are linked with my goal or something. It means you are into a different direction and your achievements are into. Can we make a balance of it? Can we bridge a gap? I think more you are doing it, the more you are finding out the correlation. It is easy to reach that height. And in between, if you are not able to correlate, if you are not able to get connected into it, please raise your questions. If it is done, then please do it. And during this activity, if you find something that it is not working, I'm not getting it, then please ask, because this is going to be an outcome based session. And again I'm repeating this. So to get connected, yes, this is my dream and this is what I'm already achieving. So it will help you in finding out your skills. Are you really good at that? And if you're not showcasing it, you have to involve yourself into those provisions, into those opportunities. So you have to work on that. So this activity is basically help you in mapping your goal with your achievements. And the more you are able to associate, the more you will get clearer towards your goals. Now, next class, we are going to move to the third step. That is the narrow down list or your work and career option objectives. So what we can do in this case? Thank you for the answers. It gives motivations to the speaker as well. Okay. So I think it is very important. Sometimes few of the individual feels that I'm still stuck into it. I'm still into that lockdown zone and I'm not able to unlock. So in this step, you have to seek expertise advice. Now you will say, ma'am, who is going to be the expert? The expert, those who are showing their excellence into those streams where you are planning to move. So you must have mentor in your life. Can you name any of your mentor? Those mentor who really help you in identifying and shaping your career. Can you talk about their personality? What are the characteristics you admire from them? How you are, why you are appreciating them? Think about those personalities. And if you have not noted down, then go ahead, find a suitable mentor. You have to talk to them, you have to listen to them, and whatever task they are giving to you, try to complete it. And if you get stuck into it, I hope you know what is the meaning of mentoring. Yes or no? Quickly. You know what is mentoring means? Yes, any idea what is mentoring? Yes, okay. So few of the students, they are saying yes. Of course. See, mentoring is where an experienced person is going to share their knowledge, expertise with the junior one. But nowadays we have a new terminology. We called it reverse mentoring. Because knowledge, no doubt, it comes from experience, but it doesn't come with the age. It comes with dedication, it comes with your passion. So even nowadays, the young people, they are mentoring the senior people. So we called it reverse mentoring. So basically, mentoring is where we are actually acquiring the knowledge. That knowledge which help us in building and shaping our careers. To find out mentor, you can go to LinkedIn, you can meet your alumni, you can talk to your faculty members, senior people if you have, or you can go to interact with the coaches also. There are certain platforms like Insight IMs, we have there to compete, and there is a portal I have mentioned, https, a government site where you can find it out. There are certain skill based activities they are doing each and every day. And of course, SEMS Foundation, those who are tracking good people, they try to bring in front of us where we could attend certain sessions. These sessions are definitely going to change your lives. So do take help of all those mentors. And if you already have that, then I think that's wonderful. Now I'm just going to talk about famous mentors and their famous mentees. I hope you heard about the mentees Warren Buffett, that is the CEO of Berkshire Hathaway and Investor Corporation, Bill Gates, Steve Jobs, Mark Zuckerberg, and Oprah Winfrey. They even also have their mentors. And when in interaction people try to know about their mentors, what the titles, what the name they give to their mentor, they call them like their teachers. They call them people, those who make them understand, first of all, like what is their goal in their life. They also shape their personalities. So the relationship is like a teacher, like a professional inspirer, like a friend, and like a sister or mother. So this is a relationship which is built among the mentors or mentee. It is like, we are going to mimic them, we are going to follow them, because we also want to achieve certain heights that they have already, they're equipped with. So that is the role of a mentor, and surely they can help you in identifying the skills you already have. Not talking about the next activity, that is decide or choose the best option plan. Can you give me certain ideas like how you can decide, yes, this career is good or bad for me? I think bad itself is a negative word. So we will talk only about the positive words. So how we can find it out, yes, this is going to be a best career for me. Any idea? Yes. Okay. Now, I'm going to ask you one question, and I hope you are going to answer me in a true manner. For example, you are trying your best, you are performing, or you are dedicated, you are passionate, but you did all what you want to do, but you are still not getting a desired job. And because we are human beings, right? So we are feeling a pain. It's in our mind, and eventually it is connected with our soul. So what action you will take to handle the present situation? Because everybody wants to have relief, because everybody wants to have peace in their life, and which is inevitable in any of the situation. So whatever you are targeting, you are not able to achieve, what you will do? Tell me. And honestly tell me what you will do to attain that peace in your mind. In one word, what you will do? Yes. Any answer to it? In one word? Oh, very nice. I think you mentioned internet. Internet. Okay, what is? Very good. What is? Yes, what is? What is? Any idea? Okay. So I think class, I think this is how our mind respond. So there is going to be a productive response and there is going to be an unproductive response. See, this is a distractors in our career. We sometimes take action that we want to feel good. Ultimately, we want to get relief from our pain. And we all have 24 hours. Energy level is definitely how we are utilizing those 24 hours. It means how we are spending our energy. So individual, there are two types of individuals. One individual, they select the productive response, and the another individual, they try to have unproductive response. So what is productive response? Productive response where we are trying to do something about it. If it is a job related problem, it could be solved with that job only. An unproductive response, yes, we try to escape from the problem itself. And in order to get the solution, we try to deviate our mind into unproductive. Like we try to surf internet, we try to use social media, TVs, we try to use intoxicants, we start enjoying foods, chocolates, cake. So this is all we do. And of course, yes, it is going to give us relief. And I'm not having question on that, but it is not going to be the productive response. If you really focus towards the productive response, so we have to look deep inside the problem. We have to focus where I am stuck, and every problem itself is having a solution. We have to face the underlying situation, so that we have to release from that, because we have to come out from the locked situation. If we will ignore it with unproductive response, we are not going to drive the outcomes. And again, it can be done with the help of a mind exercise, how we can do it. I hope it is clear to everyone. Okay, now we are moving towards the step 5, that is implementing your career plan. To do this, I'm going to read a small story. Okay, so let's begin with the story. And I'll seek answer from you, because in this story I have a fill in the blanks, and let me see how you handle it. There is a little boy who went into a grocery store. He reached for a soda carton and pulled it over to the telephone. He claimed on the carton so that he could reach the button on the phone, and started punching in the phone numbers. The store owner listened to the conversation that followed. So basically, this little boy tried to make a call, and for that calling, what he did, he bring a soda carton, and because might be of short heighted, he stand on that and try to do that call. The boy asked when he called to the person, "Ma'am, can you give me the job of cutting your lawn?" And from the receiver side, the woman replied at the another end of the phone line, "I already have someone to cut my lawn." Then again, the boy said, "Ma'am, I will cut your lawn for half the price of the person who is cutting your lawn." The woman responded, "I'm very satisfied with the person who is permanently cutting my lawn." Then next, the boy said, with more perseverance, offered to that woman, "Ma'am," because the child actually getting persistent, repetitively saying one thing, "Ma'am, I will even sweep your curb and your sidewalk on Sunday. You will have the prettiest lawn in your area." So the child tried to fantasize it. Again, the woman answered, "No, thank you." With a smile on his face, the little boy replaced the receiver. Now, in this entire incident, the grocery store owner who was listening to all this walked over the boy and said, "Son, I like your attitude," because there was a person who is standing nearby, and he get pleased with the boy behavior. The grocery store owner who listened to all walked over to the boy and said, "Son, I like your attitude. I like the positive spirit and would like to offer you a job." At that, what the child replied? The little boy replied, "No thanks. I was just checking my performance at the job I already have. I am the one who is working for that lady I was talking to." Now, I hope you get the conclusion of the story. This is what we call, so what that boy actually did, which is highly recommended because it encourages us to proud of your accomplishment and candid your weaknesses. So tell me what you think about it. Tell me what it is, what you will call it. This is what. So basically, the answer to this filling the blanks is, this is what we call self appraisal, which is very important to know our own worth. And I think this is the first step to go to the unlock position where I am lacking. Is there still any scope that where I can improve? Because career is going to associate it with monetary terms. If you are skillful, if you are best in your stream, with your own providence, which you are actually enjoying. So I think there is no barrier to earning. There is no barrier to move ahead in your career. So this is very important. Now we are moving to the last step, that is the evaluate the outcome and getting what you want in your life. So this is going to be the last activity. And in this, what you have to do is now just forecast the company where you actually want to work. And for that, you have to first of all see what is the package that you are expecting in your jobs. And not only within the India, in any of the country. It could be teaching, it could be into a banking sector, it could be biotechnology, it could be engineering, it could be agriculture, any of the stream which you are going to perform. I think yes, I one individual given the best answer, that is the self assessment. Well done. So now in this, so if your goal is clear, you know that this is what I'm targeting in my life. So you have to focus on productive responses. If you are going to divert your mindset up, you are not going to lead towards the outcome. And for that, what you have to do, this small activity. For example, you are focusing on certain careers. Okay, that could be your dream jobs. Now you have to see, first of all, the package you are going to target. And definitely you are going to target the upper level of that salary if you talk, because there is a wage differential. Wage differential is prevailing in India. You are working as the same profile, but you visit to another industry, might be they are going to give you a different wage for that, and we called it a wage differential. We accept it. Yes, this is existing. But what we can do to target the highest range salaries, can you tell me certain steps for it? What we can do to overcome it? Any idea to it? How we can target that upper range of salary, or how we can good in negotiation? I think now we are driving towards the outcome in the 6 steps of career planning with career providence. So what we will do, what is your action plan? Tell me any step that you will do. I hope you are clear with the jobs, the titles you would want to have in your life. That is very important because this is the first step, the self assessment from where we have to start. And then we have to map it with our own skills. Okay, this is a profile which I'm targeting, and this is a skill set which I already have. And what I can do to shape it well, what I can do to target the highest range salaries. If I have to take the help of a mentor, yes, of course, I'm going to talk to them. So I'm not going to lock myself. I'm ready to unlock it because I'm ready to change, because I'm ready to reprogram my mindset up. So this is what we call positive approach towards our own career planning. So what we will do in this case? Yes, can anyone tell? Any one step. If you are targeting that higher salaries, what is the secret of that? How you will involve into it?
Hi, ma'am. Good
Yes,
evening.
very good evening.
My name is Miss Marisol. I'm a licensed guidance counselor from the Philippines. With regards to your questions, I guess if you know your worth, knowing that you were able to undergo self-assessment and all that, well, perhaps if you know your worth, you know your skills, you know your abilities, you know what you can do for the company or for the organization you want to be part of, then definitely you can ask for salary or whatever the range of salary that you are expected to as a licensed professional.
Okay, very well said. First of all, thank you so much for giving wonderful reply. Exactly. This reflects our own mindset up. It is required. And what we can do further, first of all, we have to be very focused. We have to see, okay, this is a profile which I'm targeting. Then we have to do a survey. We have to see different companies and what the skill set they are asking for. If they say we are asking for certain certification, then we have to plan it. We have to go for certain certification courses because this is the skill set which they are asking for. And once you have all the certification, when you know, okay, this is a skill set, and you have complete all the assessment, then you can target them. And still you are not able to crack that, so these all are the simple steps we can follow So finding out your dream jobs, you have to list down the existing salary range in different companies. What are the skill set? You can make a skill matrix. You can design a skill inventory, and then you have to give it a ranking. Like if you find it out 25 skill sets required, and I am good at which skill, and don't say yes communication at number one. See, this time when you are into career, it can be shown only with the form of outcome. Don't say I'm good in communication. You have to showcase. You have to showcase in the form of certain events that you have conducted. Okay, you say I'm a good in team handling, then you have to show certain events that you have conducted in your college, in your organization. So this is a skill set and this is the outcome. So if you are able to showcase that, I think then nobody is going to ask the question from you, because this is again the outcome. So only saying I'm good in this, it is not going to work. Show with your achievements. And if you are already having certain achievements in your life, then you have to do a mapping. In the first activity that we did, where we find it out your achievements and your goal, is it mapping? See, in the direction you are getting the achievement, it means that you have potential for that. Like everyone is not good in sports, everyone is not good in communication, but we have to find it out that we are good into which stream, and can it be my career if we are good into that. So I think I'm in the position to bring the outcome of this session. This is what we call career providence, where we are going to monetize our own skills, which is not going to be only a passion now. Here we are attaching it to definitely attain certain monetary benefits from it. So this is the time to empower yourself in a self discipline. So you don't need any schedule from outsiders. Make your own schedule. Work for yourself. Try to research more. Try to read the existing profiles that is matching to your own goal. Try to learn about them. And in case you find that certain skills are still missing, you have to speak about it. And once you are becoming confident, confidence is also considered as a bold is fortune, because we become confident into our own skills. Then you have to also listen to your mentors, you have to observe them, and finally you are at a win-win situation. Win-win situations means when you are communicating with the organizations, and definitely you are working on your own career goals. So I think now you got all the 6 activities. Here I'm going to talk about the managing midlife transition. Sometimes people think they are concerned for their age. They are concerned for their age, and in career planning, we called it managing midlife transition. According to Levinson, defines the midlife transition. This is a period of time when the individual they brings the early adulthood era, that is approximately 20 to 40, to close that initiative time, and then they're moving towards the next stage of their life, and we called it middle adulthood career, that is approximately 40 to 60. So early adulthood, that is 20 to 40, and middle adulthood, that is 40 to 60. But the real truth is that you can accomplish more even at 90. And this is not something I'm saying for the sake of giving this presentation. Definitely, you can did the same at the 60, because each day you are growing in a wisdom and understanding of a life and the universe through your own new studies and interests, because we are putting energies. We are not distracting ourselves. We are engaging ourselves into productive response, not in the non-productive response. We are focusing on the problem, and we are not going to deviate our mindset up until we drive the outcome, until we drive the solution. Now, talking about, I hope you know about supercentenarianism. What does that mean? It is depicted by the people who have more age, beyond 100. So, Jean Louis Calment of Arles, France, 100 at her 118th birthday, made her oldest document human in history. And this depict that health is wealth. So if you have perfect body, perfect mind, and perfect soul, so I think you can achieve wonders in your life, and age is not going to be a barrier. I'm going to share one life example with you. Writer Harry Berinson authored countless rejected books before he get his first hit at the age of 96. So those who think that age can be a barrier, it is a big no. So instead of saying I'm old, say I'm wise in the way of a divine life, because we are getting a career in association with the providence, that is in the journey of divine. Now, to conclude, I'm going to conclude this session with the help of a story. I hope you find this story interesting. In the 1930, a 10-foot tall clay statue of the Buddha, which had been founded in a deserted Buddhist monastery, was moved to a storage facility. So there was a beautiful statue of Lord Buddha. 20 years later, monks at the monastery in Bangkok, that is Thailand, expressed the desire to own that statue of a great Buddha. So they started to do the arrangements. They tried to move that big statue from one place to another. But as it was being lifted, it slipped off the crane and it fell. The giant Buddha cracked. At first, everyone felt terrible that this beautiful statue was ruined. But then the movers realized that peeking through the crack, there was a shimmer of gold. Upon investigation, they discovered that beneath the clay, that is exterior, that is the mud, you know, it was a solid gold statue which had been covered in mud, that is centuries. So now, can you tell me first of all why it had been covered in a mud? Any guesses to it? And can you tell me what is the moral of the story? Yes. So why it was covered in a mud? Any guesses? A beautiful Buddha statue which was of gold. But again, can you tell me what is the reason behind it? Why it was covered in mud? So let me conclude this session. Of course. First of all, it was being protected because from robbery, because from stealing, and might be the people they are lacking trust. This could be the reason. They try to prevent it from recognizing its value. And the moral of the story is it is the time to uncover our own hidden talents, which might be, getting a layer, and we have to uncover that clear. So it is a time to discover your true treasure, and it is going to be a worth of fortune. And if you are going to do it with simply following the 6 activities that I have shared with you in the form of career planning, I hope you are going to drive certain outcomes in your life. And still you find stuck into it, anytime you can talk to SEMS people, and we are ready and willing to take your sessions. So with this, thank you so much. It is really a wonderful session. I wish you all the very best for your shimmering and your golden fortune career. Thank you so much. Any questions from your side? I think everyone is talking about the seminar. So I hope in the next session, if you are able to share with me your achievements. So I think this is going to be the true feedback. If you are able to attain your goals, you are able to fulfill your position. So that is going to be the real outcome of this session. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, madam, for the really implementing and the incredible section. Now we have the